Hello boys and beauties, welcome back to my channel. For those of you who do not know me, my name is Markela Tarrance, and for those of you who do know me, welcome back. So today I'm coming to you all with another tutorial. Whoop, whoop, whoop. I will be showing you all how I was able to achieve my quick weave blunt cut closure bob. Okay, so I will be doing a very detailed video for you all today. So before we get right into it, make sure you like, comment, share, and subscribe, and I hope you continue watching this video. Okay, so right now, as you all see, I am taking my rat tail comb and I am parting my hair. I decided that I wanted to do a side part, and I am just parting my hair to where I want my bang to pretty much fall. So anytime you do a quick weave, you want to make sure that you have a flat surface. So you can either put your hair in a ponytail, or you can braid your hair down. So I will be doing I will be braiding my hair down. So I did go ahead and speed up this process. I do have another tutorial on how you can braid your hair down to the scalp if you do not know how to do that. So I'm just going to go ahead and continue to speed up how I braided my hair. And a note for you all, I did do about 6 to 7 braids just so that my hair can be extra flat. So I'm gonna go ahead and speed this up, and I hope you continue to watch. Guys, now that I am finished braiding my hair, I am going to oil my scalp with the Auntie Jackie's coconut sweet almond oil. I really love this hair oil. I really feel as though this kind of contributed to my hair growth. Not only has it done that, it smells wonderful. It leaves your hair shining, it leaves your hair growing, and it leaves your hair smelling good. If that's not one or many reasons for you to go ahead and try out the oil, I really don't know what is. Okay, so now that I was able to go ahead and finish oiling my scalp, I will be using a nude cap. So you want to make sure that you can use the flesh tone cap, but I kind of like using the nude cap because it's easy for me to apply my makeup, which is something I'm going to show you all later. So when you apply your cap, you want to make sure that you pull it a little bit before your hairline, just because it kind of helps you when you lay down your closure and or frontal. So I'm going to be going and using my Got To Be Glue gel. This kind of helps me to just line my closure up, just so that I won't put it before or too far back. So I kind of just use it as a guide, and I also will be using my Got To Be Glue spray, which is something that I kind of forgot to show you all, but I'll also drop that down in the description box. So the reason why I do this is because it kind of like helps me to know where I'm placing my closure as well as where my part is. So I'm going to go ahead and let you all continue to watch that. Now that I'm just about finished molding my cap, I'm going to use my powder foundation that's very similar to my skin complexion. This just helps to match the closure to my scalp, of course. So make sure you use a foundation that is the same complexion color. Okay, So now that I'm going to go ahead and do that, the closure that I will be using today is a store closure. This is the Saga Naked Brazilian Hair, and I'm just going to go ahead and show you all how I was able to pluck that and just get that natural hairline. So I went ahead and I already bleached it and everything, so now I'm just going to give it that natural look. You know what I'm saying? Like, I want that junk to be laid, okay? That's what we're going for, a laid look. So now that I was able to go ahead and do that, I am just simply going to place my closure where I would like it to lay. Now, if you have a middle part, of course you would lay it in the middle, and or if you want it on the opposite side, you would of course do the same steps that I did before, and you will just lay it on that side. Now, I have seen a lot of girls glue their closures. I'm not really too much of a fan of that, because if the rest of the hair was to go, at least I know my closure will stay, okay? But ultimately, I'm going to sew this down as you all see, okay? So now that I have that just about sewed down, I'm going to braid it, and now I'm going to use my argan oil weave. So you basically want to apply this right before you put, or right before you apply your tracks, right? Because essentially this is glue, and we do want to make sure that our hair is protected. So if you're going to do this, I highly recommend that you do about 2 layers and you blow dry it. So I'm gonna go ahead and let you all see how I was able to apply this. About finished molding my hair, I will be using my Remy Saga Gold Hair, a 10 and 10 short, and the color is 1B. Now what I'm going to do is just apply my glue onto my tracks, and I'm just going to go ahead and start the quick weave process. Now what you can do is you can measure your track to your head first, or if you kind of already are familiar with your head, which I kind of would expect you to be, you can just go ahead and glue and then cut. But I highly recommend that you measure and then you go ahead and glue. So now I'm just showing you all how I basically just apply the tracks. This is kind of self-explanatory. I do have other videos on how I do the step-by-step process of gluing the tracks down. So I'm just going to go ahead and let you all continue to watch. Alrighty guys, so we are finally at the top. We are gluing in our last track, and as you all see, of course there are some like pieces of the cap that are showing, so you want to make sure, if you're able to, just cut off that excess cap. You do not want that to show. If you are not able to fully cover it with the glue protector, then I highly recommend that you cut that off. So that is what I am just going to go ahead and do, and I just want to go ahead and continue to lay my closure just to make sure that I can see what all else needs to be cut off, right? So you make sure you want to be extra careful because you don't want to accidentally cut your hair in this process. So just take your time, but essentially this is what it looks like, right? So now what I'm doing is cutting off those two thick lace, like the lace on the left and the right just be way too thick for me. So I did just want to show you all that it's important to cut that as well. And now what I'm doing is just taking my tweezers and I'm just making my hairline a little bit more natural. And I mean, it's quite obvious that this hair is two different colors, so I am also going to fix that as well. And for some odd reason, my camera did not want to zoom in, but I am using the Bold Hold lace glue, and I will also be dropping that down in the description box as well. So as you all see, I will be applying about 2 layers. So my first layer is kind of thick because I'm also kind of laying down the not the lace, but the cap, right? So you want to make sure that the cap is laid down very well, and then you can go ahead and use your blow dryer to lay that down, okay? Also, when you are applying the second layer, it can also be a thick layer, or you can make that layer a little bit thin. So that is what I am doing, and I'm just going to go ahead and let you all continue to watch. Alrighty guys, so now that I am just about finished, I will be taking my rat tooth comb and I will just be gently pressing the lace down and combing it back. So this kind of helps with getting that really natural effect, and I will also be blow drying. I'm not sure if I recorded that part, but you want to also make sure that you are blow drying as well, right? And another thing too, if you did not already wipe your hairline with alcohol, I highly recommend that you do that as well, because it also helps with the laying of your lace. You want to make sure that it lays and it lasts for however long that you're trying to keep this hairstyle in. So that's something that I would highly recommend as well. Please forgive me, I was not able to record that. My camera just was doing its own thing, but I did want to go ahead and give that note to you all. So now that my lace closure is laying down the way that I desire it to, now I am going to part my hair and I'm just going to go ahead and pluck it. Now this was kind of hard. Now I completely understand if you kind of have to get a little close to it, get as close as you can and do not be scared to pluck. If you're going to do like a natural part, if you want to pluck that before you put it on your head, go ahead and do that. So now that I was able to pluck that, I am just going to take my hot comb and some wax and just lay that hair down, honey. Now as you all see, I know y'all can see it now, it's like 2 separate colors. But if you do not feel comfortable using the regular hot comb, I would highly recommend that you use the electric hot comb. That way you can control the temperatures and you don't have to worry about burning yourself. So now what I'm doing is taking the flat irons and I am just parting each section of the closure, and I am just gluing tracks in between because that color was just so obvious. I had to make it blend the easiest way as possible, right? Alrighty, so now that that's finished, I am cutting off my lace. You want to be extra careful. You can use scissors, but I would highly recommend that you use a razor. And now I'm just going to make my baby hairs as natural as possible. Okay, so if you want to, if you're not feeling your lace, you can either cut more off, or what you can do is you can just pull some hair down and lay it. Now, I'm not the only one that's seen Tay use the olive oil foam, so that is something that I will be whipping out, honey. Okay, so I will be applying the olive oil foam to my edges just so that it can lay down. So you can use this foam, or you can use another foam, or if you a G with it, I would just say go ahead and use the Got To Be glue gel, baby. You know what I'm saying? I'm not judging you. Everybody got their own technique, but this is just something that I want to do just to make sure that my hair is laying down the way that I want it. And then once that is the way that I desire, I will go ahead and apply the gel. So go ahead and continue to watch. Now now that I was able to lay my edges down to my desire, I will be using an elastic band to lay down my edges. Now you don't have to use this. You can either use a silk scarf or you can use perm strips. But honestly, I would highly recommend that you do this method because you get the best results with this. You do not have to worry about anything slipping and or tearing when you are styling your hair while you're trying to get that laid melted lace look. Okay, so now that I was able to do that, I am just going to go ahead and get to cutting. I will be doing an asymmetric type of bob. I really wanted that cute, short, natural looking bob, so I'm gonna go ahead and speed this up, and I'm just going to jump to the end result because this took a very long time and I did not want to bore you with that. So here is what my hair actually looks like. I was able to cut it evenly and everything came out the way that I wanted it to, and I just love it so far, right? So now I am going to get into the styling, right? So I'll be using the Baby Bliss flat irons to style my hair. So I'm gonna let you all go ahead and continue to watch that. I was not able to fully capture the way that I cut my bob, please forgive me. I am so sorry. My camera was doing something very disrespectful. I did want to make sure that you all were able to see the end result of how I styled it fully, and I really hope that you can appreciate that. But essentially, this is what my bobs looks like. This bob is the junk. I really love it. I did go back and make just a little bit of changes, just small minor changes, just to give it that finished look. But ultimately, I love the way that it came out. I love the color. Me putting the tracks in between the closure was a beautiful idea because it kind of is giving me that black and brown streak look, and my lace is laid. Right, so please let me know down in the description box what you really enjoyed, what was your favorite part about the video, and or maybe if you do something different, go ahead and give your girl some tips. Right, I'm trying to be the best that I can be so that I can make sure that I'm giving y'all the best quality. Okay, so do not forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe, and follow me on Instagram, and I cannot wait to see you all next time. Bye.